estate, and highly emotional subject, and one which triggers a response in most people, good or bad. Tonight on The Point TV, we're looking to cut through the hype with buyer's agent Victoria Herman. Victoria is founder of Property Confidante and host of her web TV show Relocating to the Gold Coast. She was first exposed to the seedier side of the industry in her late teens when she began working in a real estate office. That experience set the wheels in motion for her current role as protector of unwary buyers. Tonight we'll learn about her passion, removing emotion from the transaction and helping her clients buy the right home for their needs. We'll also discover why this is important to her. Victoria, welcome. Thank you so much for being here tonight.
Thrilled to be here.
Excellent. So, can we start perhaps with the biggest misconception, okay? Buyer's agents. A lot of people seem to think that that's just for the rich and famous, the elite, Hugh Jackman perhaps?
Hugh Jackman, yes. Or Kate Blanchett even.
Yes.
She's just sold a $15 million house in Sydney, and when she's ready to move to the Gold Coast, I'm perfect for her.
Fabulous.
Who knows, Elvis might come out of the woodwork. But jokes aside, my passion is helping mums and dads. So I'd really like to help them find that home, remove the emotion and get the perfect home for their lifestyle and their family.
Absolutely.
Not just real estate, but a home.
Very important. Excellent. So for buyers looking to find their dream home perhaps, what should they be looking for or looking out for?
Well, people sometimes think that real estate agents are very shifty and crafty.
Not all of us.
But there's some common things that they do for us, which is they try to stage homes and they try to introduce scents and make that home look really amazing. It's their job to do that. But my job as a buyer's agent is to peel back all those onion layers and get it down to bricks and mortar. Because I encourage my clients to get a pest and building inspection and determine what that property really is like. We don't want it to have white ants. No. We want it to be a sound investment.
Absolutely, and really, really important, because at the end of the day, this is probably the biggest purchase they'll ever make in their life, and they have to make sure it's the right one. So fantastic. So what about the buyer who says to you, I don't need a buyer's agent. I've watched The Block. I have the apps on my phone. What do you say to them?
Well, knowledge is power, there's no doubt about it, and these apps are easy tools at your hand to get some information, but you know, you really need that local knowledge, because if you're coming from Melbourne or Sydney, you may not understand about white ants in Queensland, and you may not actually understand that from 3 to 6 o'clock in the afternoon, if your living areas are facing west, be pretty hot and unbearable to enjoy them. So apps are great, they give us knowledge, but at the end of the day it's the local experience that you can't get on an app. Fantastic,
absolutely, so very, very true. So can I ask you then, you would have examples, I'm sure, of buyers you've helped. I mean, I think for you the biggest thing is you help them with time.
True.
Because it takes a lot of time to go find homes, open homes and what have you.
Great example, recently a client was coming up from northern New South Wales, and they planned to look at 30 properties that weekend, and that's just impossible. I went through the list, and knowing my local knowledge, 28 of them weren't worth looking at.
Fantastic.
Only 2 of them we went to look at together. So that's a true example of where I can save someone a lot of time and stress.
So what do you think would be the 3 main things that a buyer has to look for when they're looking for that dream home? Top 3.
Okay. I'm sure I've got more than 3, but I'm conscious of time.
Okay.
So number 1 would be remove the emotion. Emotion is a killer. When you fall in love with a property, you actually pay too much, and agents know how to get that out of you.
That's my job. That's what it's
they
about.
They know how to really pull it out of you.
Absolutely.
So I protect them from themselves a little bit there. Another one is the frustration. When you don't get that home you really wanted, sometimes you have a knee-jerk reaction and you go, oh, I didn't get that one, but I'm just going to go and buy that one round the corner.
You were saying just this weekend you've had a client going through this.
Yes, and their heart was literally outside of their body. So I'm there to protect them from that, because that property around the corner, funnily enough, had that western sun and it wasn't right for them, but it was a knee-jerk reaction, so I protected them from that. And the third one would be remove the emotion. No, yeah, definitely remove the emotion.
And also, I guess, to make sure they stick to their brief.
Yes, yes. Stick to your brief.
Yep.
If you need 4 bedrooms and you buy 3 bedrooms, where's little Johnny going to sleep?
As a selling agent, I don't know how many times clients have come to me to look at a 4-bedroom home, end up buying a 2-bedroom unit. You're like, well, what happened? Where did this come from? They've made that mistake, haven't they?
Yeah, they have.
Yep. Okay, fantastic. All right, so to wrap it up briefly, what's the message that you'd like to give to the viewers, perhaps, as to what they need to look for, what they need to be aware of, and why they need to use, for example, a buyer's agent?
So my key message to the viewers today is remove the emotion, remove the frustrations, and buying a property is a really big investment. So if you stick to those 2 key things to start with, then you'll buy a property that can stand the test of time.
Okay, and that's important, isn't it? Because it's not just, I know you're a valuer, and it's not just about the value of the home or the equity, it's also about the lifestyle on the Gold Coast. Really important.
It's very important that you don't buy a property outside of where you want to be for work and school. You'll lose the whole lifestyle of the Gold Coast. We want to be close to the water, we love the parks, we've got great schools, Pacific Fair, hey, I'll be there on the weekend. And if you get distracted from what the key elements are that you need to be around, which emotion can do, then it's all over, really.
That's exactly right.
That's why I'm here to protect you from that.
And your TV web show, tell us a little bit about that.
Well, relocating to the Gold Coast is about little snippets around the coast of everyday life that I can show people. How we go to Currumbin down to the beach, how we go to Pacific Fair, how we go to Albert Park, ride your bikes with your 4-year-old,
Rabina now with the kitchens and all those amazing restaurants.
So I've got little videos that I do for the web show, and actually not only for interstate viewers like to see what we're up to, but for all around the world.
The Gold Coast is growing. It has grown. It's no longer a little country town.
Yes, it's sort of stuck between. It's not a capital city, but it's still a force to be reckoned with, and we've had a lot of growth each year.
Absolutely.
And we've got some more stimulation with the Commonwealth Games at the moment too. Property's moving really quickly.
Fantastic. So Victoria, thank you so much for joining us here tonight. And while we do sort of come from opposing sides of the real estate spectrum, I'm a selling agent, you're a buyer's agent, but for us, and I think I'm hoping the viewers can see this, that we are passionate about making sure that our clients are looked after, that their needs are met, in your case that they buy the right home, for my case that they get the most price, but that's okay. So yeah, thank you so much. And for the rest of us, thank you so much for coming to the TV channel, to the Point TV. This is Lorena and Victoria Herman. Good night. Thank you.